Hi and welcome to Freestyle Fridays. Eyes up here, my beard is up here, thank you very much. Freestyle Fridays is when you go to the salon and there's no charge. That's when they run out of batteries. I don't know what to do. What are you doing? Write in the comments. What are you doing right now? What do people do all day? All of them. All the time! They just do things. I was going to tell you a story today about how the time me and my friend Danny got stuck in a dumpster. Now they're not called dumpsters, they're called skips here in Australia. Not sure why, probably because of the kangaroo, Skippy, the bush kangaroo. Because we put dead kangaroos in dumpsters? That's disturbing. I was going to tell you the story about how when I was in year 3, I would have been 8 or 9. I was about 8 for 17 years while we lived in Bowning, New South Wales. And around the corner from my house in Bowning, there was a boy named Danny. And Danny and I were friends. Now, we were very different. And me and many people in the world are very different. I was a very large boy. I weighed more than the school principal. It was quite large. I used to eat 13 Weet-Bix for breakfast because I was very hungry all the time. Me and Danny one day, we went on our BMXs, which stands for bike motor xylophone, because they played music whenever we rode around. We were manly, rural Australian kids. We used to play in the dump. Now that can tell you about the demographic of myself and Danny. And we used to like playing the dump because there were old televisions there we could whack with really big pieces of metal. And then they would smash and make a really cool popping sound because they had cathode ray tubes, a vacuum tube in there. And that was really fun. And there was also this big skip, a dumpster, if you will. One beautiful Saturday, we came to the dumpster and we looked inside the dump and there was a large dead sheep. And it was all bloated, as sheep do get when they turn into balloons, but also when they die. The gases build up inside their intestines and their digestive system, and they just get a little bit disgusting, full of smelly gas. And do you know what we did? Well, as 9 and 8-year-old boys, possibly Danny was a little bit older than me, I can't really remember, it was a long time ago. We hopped into the skip, the dumpster, and we thought, this is fun. Didn't have a lid, it was just a big open one. And while we were in there, we decided to poke the dead sheep. If I could put anything on a billboard sign somewhere in the world, I would say, don't poke dead sheep. No, I wouldn't. I would say, be kind. Danny decided to poke the dead sheep and it popped. Now, I will leave it up to your imagination as to what happens when a dead sheep that's bloated pops, but it's not pretty and it's not smelly good. It's not nice. We were stuck inside the dumpster. Danny smelled the smell and saw the chunks. And he got right out. He was a very nimble, young, fit boy, and he jumped out. He just pulled himself up and got out of the dumpster and it was fine. Me, on the other hand, I was looking at the dead sheep, not my friend. We were also very different. It was dead, I was alive. We were both quite bloated. We both had gas leaks. I turned around to exit the said skip or dumpster, and I couldn't. I pulled myself up, and then Danny, he helped me. He saved my life. Well, he didn't. He saved my smell. And he grabbed my arm, and he heaved and he hoed, and we finally got the large bloated animal out of the dumpster, meaning me, not the sheep. We rode away on our bikes as fast as we possibly could. And then when I got home, my mother, my beautiful mother, she said, "What smells so bad? Are you okay?" Because I was covered in smelly dead sheep juice. Anyway, and that's the story of me and Danny and the dumpster. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Freestyle Fridays. Thank you, and also, what?